Welcome back to the show. I'm igniting on fire. Me! It's me who's lighting on fire. It's hot. It's hot where I'm at right now. And I can't open the windows cuz there's no AC and it's hotter outside than it is in here. But I feel like it's like an oven. It's slowly every single minute that goes by, it feels like it raises 1 degree Fahrenheit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You're like one of those lobsters.
I am. It feels like it. I feel like I'm boiling. Like it's so much to like when like it starts affecting like even your brain. You feel like your brain is melting. It's so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope the fan isn't like. I hope it doesn't pick up in my mic. This should
I
cut it
don't see
out.
it. I don't see it. I
Uh,
don't hear it.
That's
But
good.
do you want to
That's
know a
good.
secret about how to cool off?
How? I'm drinking hot tea too. What am I doing?
Yeah, that's just insane. That's absurd.
Yeah. I can't help it. It's a part of my routine.
The tea for the podcast, or you just do it in the evening?
I'd say actually for the podcast, I always like instinctually just brew a cup for a little bit of energy.
Do you have any ice cubes?
I might actually. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, but here's the deal. The secret sauce is glabrous skin. Maybe I've talked to you about this. Glabrous skin. Have you heard of this?
No.
Basically there's lots of kinds of skin, but you can break it down into two categories. There's skin that has capillaries in it, which is the majority of your skin. And capillaries are tiny, tiny, tiny little arteries, which is like where the blood goes through. So you got tiny, tiny, tiny little capillaries. And if you want to cool down that area of the body, you have to have it cold for a long time because you have tiny, tiny little channels. And even if a little bit of your blood is cold, it's not gonna like cool down your main system, right? But on the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet, and also on your face, there's glabrous skin, which is there's larger pathways for the blood to go through. So if you cool that area down, the blood is going to be colder, and then it's going to circulate cold blood throughout your whole body. So it's a way to cool down your core temperature really fast.
Would I do that by like putting like ice cubes
Oh, even just
on the
running
area?
cold water, just running your hands under cold water, for a few minutes, getting your wrists cold as well would help a lot.
That's good advice. Maybe I need to like have some ice packs and I can just hold them. I don't actually
Yeah, no,
have any, but
that would you might have some ice though, and maybe a Ziploc bag or maybe just a bowl of ice you can put your hands in.
it's not a bad idea. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go grab it.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the part of the podcast where I talk about a new discovery that I've made, which is that one wheels exist. It's basically a skateboard that has one giant wheel and it's motorized. And I think I might be getting a chance to ride one kind of soon. And they're about $2,000 brand new, but I have met somebody recently that has two of them. And in distant, the recent past, they had up to five of them at once. So I think I'm going to be riding a one wheel pretty soon, which I'm excited about. There's also a ton of new music coming out. And yeah, Hidden Tricycle Spicy Wings 2 is out. We want to get the over 100 comments on that video. So go check that out.
I only had 5 ice cubes, so
They're big. They're bigger.
what do I do here? Do I just like
Just take one, and just move it around in your hand. So take note of like how hot you feel and how much you feel. So out of 10, how hot do you feel? Put that ice cube
I
down.
okay.
Out of 10, what do you feel?
I'm feeling actually that ice cube actually helped quite. Yeah, that actually is nice. That's like real
Dude,
nice on my hands.
I wish
Uh,
I got you before you got the ice cube. But like you said, your brain was melting. So out of 10,
yeah,
how much brain melt was there?
I would say I was feeling a good 7 out of 10 on
Okay.
the heat scale.
Okay. So that's high. And also like they use this technology for the cooling of the hands for power lifters and other athletes because when your core body temperature rises, your ability to produce um laborious activities decreases significantly. So like when your body gets hot, you can't lift heavy things, you can't think clearly. So it's used for high performance. So going from a 7, let's just do a one ice cube in each hand
Okay.
for 1 minute and then we're going to see.
Did I not need Oh man, that melt. Look at how fast. Look it.
Yeah,
Like can you
it's hot as
see?
shit.
It's so
Yeah.
hot in here. It just Oh my god. Look, it's not even like this. This is like half the size. I've only just started
Dude,
holding it.
it might not last a minute.
Oh my god, I don't think it's going to. It's already almost disappearing. Oh my god, it's so hot. I didn't realize I'm dying in here, guys.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
damn
need
hot.
help. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well,
They need to install AC in this building.
Yeah.
You know what it
Yeah, they
just
do.
says on my computer laptop? It says swimming.
What?
It says swimming with a massive fiery flame next to it. I swear I'm not hallucinating. Let me actually take a photo. I'll show you.
Okay.
But the ice cubes are almost fully melted.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's getting freezing in my hands. Oh my god,
Uh-huh.
it melted so
Good.
quick.
So the cold blood in your hands is now going deep into your bloodstream and it can cool off the blood going to your heart.
That's good.
Mhm.
Oh. Let me show you
And
though.
if you want to warm them up, you can also cool down your face a little bit.
I don't know if I should just like take a picture of this and then try to share screen it. Let's see. Oh no, it's pausing the whole thing. I think it's pausing the whole show. Okay. There we go. I got a photo of it.
If nautical nonsense be something you wish.
Okay.
You know what that's from?
No. Wait, is that Willy Wonka?
No. If nautical nonsense is something you wish.
Oh, SpongeBob
Da,
SquarePants.
da, da,
Oh,
da.
how did I see?
And flop like a fish.
My brain is so fried. Look at this. Let me see if I can do the. I'll do share screen. Oh wait, what one is it? No, no. Oh no, this is. Okay. Take a look at this. Oh, do you see it there swimming? It
So
says
what does it
it's
usually
swimming.
say? What does it usually say there?
Wait, let me see if I can.
What-
Is that wait? Is
what
that
does it
directing
usually
it?
I can see that.
Okay, it's not showing up on in OBS for some reason. Oh no,
Did
that
you
now
just
it is. Now it's
screen
good.
share? Okay.
But yeah, isn't this? It's crazy swimming. It just says like go outside, get in water. This is dangerous.
No, but what does it usually say there? It doesn't even look like it's a weather.
It usually says the
Widget.
temperature. Usually it'll like give you a little temperature readout, but it just says swimming with a fire coming
What the
next
hell?
to it. I don't even know what they mean by that. Are they literally just like, you better get like into water right now? You're gonna cook.
Yeah, I'm looking this up. If that's, I don't know.
Yeah. Wait, let me try to click on it to it. Yeah, it just brings up like news and the actual temperature and things. That's Swimming.
I don't know if do you think this is happening to other people?
I don't know. Sometimes it says like it'll say wind coming, like or rain coming, like ominously. I think I've told you about that, right? How like that's
Uh-huh.
where it shows up and it says rain coming, and then I'm like hunkering down. I'm like, oh shit, what kind of rain is coming? Like it's like an ominous message.
Yeah, wait. So what happens if you click on that?
It just brings up my usual like dashboard. It just comes to like a bunch of news articles and a bunch of other stuff. Has like a little stock thing there.
Huh. Yeah, I don't see this happening to other people when I'm researching it.
Can you imagine? It's just my Windows operating system for some reason. It gives me ominous messages. Swimming. Rain coming. It's like, oh shit.
Dude, what if they've just been hacking you?
That would be crazy. Why would they just say swimming with a fire coming out?
Plus, like, giving you, like, reasonably accurate bad weather advice, too. Like,
Well, it's not necessarily bad. It's kind of like it is really hot outside. I guess I could go jump in the pool if I wanted to.
yeah, it could also be the guy who's updating that, like, got hot. And so he was letting people know. He's
Swimming.
going for a swim.
What do you think rain coming means? Do you think he just like is afraid of the rain? Like whenever he hears like the rain forecast, he's like coming. It's coming.
Rain
guys.
coming, yeah. He goes underground when it rains. He's afraid of it.
Yeah. He figures everyone else needs to know.
Well, because he's going to be away for a while. The weather might be wrong during that time. You can't update it.
So he just says rain coming very quickly so he can scuttle
Exactly.
underground. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll end the share screen. There we go. Should be back to normal. Now I got all these ice cubes. I should have just grabbed 2. I realized that 5 was a little bit excessive. Now I don't have any more, too. I grabbed all of them. I just kind of emptied the whole entire ice thing into the...
You could put 1 in your tea if there's enough to displace.
Now they've got, like, my hand, like... They've been soaking, too, in the ice cubes that have melted. It's, like, kind of a soup.
Yeah.
Now with, like, all my... I mean, I think my hands are clean. I wash my hands, but...
Yeah. I mean, you could throw it in there, or you could, like, put the ice cube in your mouth and then clean it with your mouth and then put it in there and then spit it back in the bowl. Or you can run an ice cube underneath the faucet.
That's a good idea, actually. I think that might be a little bit more sanitary if we just and then if we just there's not much tea left.
But
That
are
should
you
be
gonna
good.
spit that? Are you gonna? Wow, that was a good one. I was watching Rick Glassman put out a new crowd work thing where he like was at Netflix's A Joke Festival, and then they have this thing where they perform in the round. So it's basically like it's not a stage, but there's like a performance area, and then there's like chairs and tables scattered all around in a circle. And then like he was doing just like some crowd work comedy there. It was pretty cool. But at the beginning of the set, he just said he woke up that day and he was like, I don't know what happened today, but I woke up and I chose violence today. And then it was a mostly white crowd, but he was just pointing to people like, and just saying like, black, gay, and like he none of these people were he a lot of there was like no black people in there, but he was like black, gay, Jewish, black, and it's just he was just saying all the stuff you're not supposed to say, right? But it was just funny. He just did that a lot. That was like the whole set.
He chose violence.
Yeah. but it was actually just funny.
When I first heard that, I imagined that he got out of bed, he like walked outside of wherever he was staying and just tackled somebody on the street.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think it was more about like the performance, you know.
I don't know why that just like like I wasn't used to like I was expecting a warm tea, and then I think my body just like rejected it a little bit, but it's good because it's cold. It's much better.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the temperature change in your body has an effect on your body.
I do feel quite a bit better now. It is crazy. Like the hand thing helped, but I feel like it wore off so quickly. Like I don't know if it's because it's so hot inside right now, but it feels like it like cooled me down, and then immediately it was like if you poured like a few drops of water on a radiator or something, and it just went. It was like a
Yeah.
momentary relief, and then like now maybe I'm glad I took more. By the way, two of the ice cubes are just melted now. There's like a little sliver of the other ones that I was holding. Now I got, I think, 3 left in total in the bowl. This is crazy. And look,
Well,
it just melts.
well,
It's like a
you put
waterfall
one in your tea, so how is there 3 left?
because the other two melted. Like the other two are just
Well,
gone. They've just disintegrated into the
oh,
soup.
okay, so there's 1 in your cup and 2 in your bowl or 2 in your hands?
Yeah, the ones that I were holding disintegrated because I had 5 at one point, and now there's just a sliver of one full ice cube that's slowly melting into the soup, and now these that are already like half gone since I started holding them. The other one went
Yeah.
in the tea.
Yeah, it must be pretty damn hot there.
Yeah, this is crazy. Either that or I'm just heating up for some reason. It's just me.
Yeah, I mean, you are catching on fire. Yeah, dude, I was thinking maybe we can start uploading the streams that we've done as episodes because I was remembering that those episodes were when they were posted actually were getting some views.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. The live streams don't seem to after they're posted, they don't get many views on their own. So maybe we should I can maybe start trying to come up with some kind of a thumbnail. I don't know, to plaster up there.
Yeah, I mean yeah, and at the very least just reposting it as a video would be good. And maybe I mean maybe I can help with this too, but just doing maybe like getting up to current by like posting one every day or something.
Yeah,
You know
that's
how
true.
cuz
You know,
YouTube
the
kind of like
algorithm would like
do
that
it a
as
lot.
well.
Uh-huh, right?
Yeah. All right. I like that idea.
Okay. And then I think then people can start to get the bit that nobody's watching. like people might actually see that.
Yeah, I mean, because if you look, I mean, it's 0. It is still
Uh-huh.
0 views.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is still 0.
I think the most a stream has got is like 2 views, and it's probably like you and me. So
Yeah, yeah. I think there was one with like 5.
oh really?
I think one, but
Oh okay.
that's it. I think that's like the highest.
Yeah, it could have been me twice on one on my computer and one on my phone maybe.
And then maybe it could have been me the other 3 times too. Who knows? Just checking.
It could
to
have been
see.
you all 3 times. It could have been you all 5 times.
You know what?
Um,
I think it was the one where it was the one of the episodes that actually like got a little by a little spike in views. I mean like 3 or 5, but I think it was the one where I was muted. And I think it could have been me going back because I couldn't believe it. I kept refreshing because I was like, no, I couldn't have been muted for the past 3 episodes. So I kept refreshing and I turned off my computer and I was like, it's got to be like something wrong with me. And then I was like, no, it's just me in the episode.
uh-huh.
That's like that. I was like, man.
Yeah, I mean, because it's one video clip. It's not like you could only mute one person screwed YouTube.
That's what I started to
Uh,
realize. I was just like, I can't believe that. Like, I can't believe that happened for so long. I didn't even notice it. My volume was working just fine on the OBS dashboard too. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. Well, it happens, and that's funny. Yeah. So you had your last day of classes recently.
Yeah, finals were yesterday, and I'm finished. I'm out.
Hell yeah. Yeah. How did
Yeah.
the test go?
I don't know yet, but I think they went pretty good. The multiple choice went okay. They'll show you online like immediately what you got. And I was looking, and I was like, oh, that's good. That's pretty good. I think it was like I can't remember how many. It was like a B plus or something in one of the classes, and I was like, oh, that's okay. I'll have to see
Yeah.
for the free response, but
Hell yeah.
yeah, pretty good.
Cool. Yeah, the institution, man.
The institution. I'm almost out. I'm happy. I pretty much am out. I just have like for my minor, I need to take one more class online
Mm-hmm.
eventually. But yeah, I'm leaving this place. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. Speaking of institutions, I'm gonna do a little screen share.
All right.
Screens.
You know, I really want to know how other people how do they do the transitions like for share screen over Discord? Cuz I think I know how they do it if it's on their own desktop. Cuz then you just click it and it immediately transfers to a capture of your desktop. But I don't know how they do it over Discord. Like,
Can you see this?
yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Can you hear it?
Yeah,
Okay.
some nice water.
Yeah.
This is an institution! What about this?
Is this in Canada?
Yeah, that was in Canada. Yeah, I had done one previously.
This is an institution!
No, that wasn't the one I wanted.
This is an institution!
So, yeah.
Did you post it?
No, I didn't post it.
I feel like that's a good post. I like it.
Yeah, I was the week prior, for a long time I've been carrying a tennis ball with me around town like it's a fun like thing to play with. You can play with friends, you can kick it around, play some soccer, tennis and things like that. And I've been getting kind of reckless with it around school, playing with friends and throwing it in the bathroom and in the hallways, you know, potentially hitting some like instructors, potentially hitting like administrators at the school, you know. And so like there was this one time when I had rolled the ball down the hallway and it got, it went further than I was expecting it to go. And, Chris, one of the admin guys, walks out into the hallway, sees the tennis ball, he picks it up and looks at it. And he's like, what? He's like confused. He looks left, he looks right, he sees us. He's like, oh, I think you dropped this. But we were actually playing with it on the ground, like kicking it around. So he picks it up and he hands it to me. And then I was like, okay, yeah, thanks. I drop it immediately because we're playing with it on the ground, and I kick it to him. And then what he does is he doesn't kick it back. He bends over and he picks the ball back up, and he hands it to me. And it would have been funny if instead he's a really nice guy. He's pretty shy, but instead maybe if for the second time when he picked up the ball, he would have looked at it and said, "This is an institution." And then he would like spike the ball down like you can't be fucking around here, dude. This is we offer doctoral degrees here. You can't be playing in the hallways. You know, this
Yeah.
is an institution.
Wait, what is it I'm trying to think of like the layout cuz imagining my school, I guess all my buildings are like at a I don't know I don't know if I want to say the school. I'm not going to be living up here anymore, but anyways, I can say it. It's Western Washington University. All the buildings are basically separated. So
Mhm.
there's no like you could like play ball outside pretty easily. In fact, there's people who whiz by on like skateboards and bikes and all sorts of crazy stuff happening outside. Is your like campus completely locked into like one building?
Yeah, it's like an office building kind of, you can think of it. It's like
Mm.
we're in downtown in the city, and then you walk in on the street level, you go up a flight of stairs, and then you're in the campus. Like it's just that one building. So once you get up the stairs, you start walking down a very long hallway. To the right, you see like the admin and offices and everything. So to leave the building and to enter the building, you're always passing by the office. If you keep going straight, that's where all the classrooms are. So we're in
Mm.
the class, we're about to go outside, we're just playing with the ball in the hallway on the way out. And then, this is an institution. It's like that guy from Marvel. He's got the glove. This is an institution, and then he snaps, and then like everyone dies.
He gets so mad.
Yeah.
So he just like he picked it up again. Did he walk back to you and just go?
No, well, he handed it to the guy that was closest
Mm.
because we were playing with several of us.
Did it just not make it all the way there, or did the second time he stop it and
No,
like
no, no,
pick
no.
it up?
So it was rolling down, and it stopped moving just in the entryway to the offices, right?
Mm.
So anyone in the offices could have looked out the doorway and seen the ball. He came out, picked it up, and then he waited us to approach. He handed it to me. I take a couple steps, I drop it, and I kick it directly at him, and it runs and it hits him in the foot. And now it's just sitting right in front of him.
Oh,
So
you
then
were
he
trying to
bends
get
over.
him to engage. You
I
wanted
was
him
trying,
to
yeah,
kick it back.
dude,
Yeah.
that's what I am doing with everybody. Like I first had the ball by myself, and then I kicked it to one person, and then now we're playing pass, and other people are walking through where we're passing, and I try to kick it at them, and then sometimes when I'm just trying to make a joke, I just kick the ball really hard at people. And it bounces off their feet or it like rolls under tables other people are studying at. And sometimes it rolls all the way up to the front of the class. And so the teacher's like up there, and then you kind of have to like awkwardly waddle up to go get the ball, right?
Do you go up and you grab it, or do you wait till after you take the initiative? Like I have to admit I'd be a little bit scared if I
Well,
like even if I dropped like accidentally. I was like I had like a ball under the desk and I was just kind of like or even like a fidget, I don't know, like something, and it just like rolled down the classroom and went dunk 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 all the way to the front. I'd just sit and I'd be like, I'll wait till after. I'd be too afraid.
yeah, it's a very laissez-faire teaching environment. Um, it's like real chill, and I'm not playing with the ball while they're actually teaching. It's like where they're coming in to set up, or when they're leaving the class is usually like they're in the front packing up or setting up the table, and then the ball rolls up. But yeah, it's it's chill. Graduate school is different. There's less people. People want to be there. They're often working full time or they're a parent. It's kind of just like we're all in this together. Let's just get it done.
Yeah. No, okay, that makes sense. I guess like I don't think that a professor, even while you're in like what is it it's what do they call it? Is it pre-graduate or what's a bachelor's? What do they call that? Something. It's because a graduate's is a master's, postgraduates is doctorates, right? And then I don't know what the
I think they just call it usually a bachelor's degree. Undergrad.
undergrad. That's what I'm looking for. Undergrad. Yeah, undergrad's degree. I feel like nobody would say anything either. Like the professors, like no one ever gets in trouble, and like you can't. Like everyone's an adult theoretically, everyone's an adult, and I just don't. I wouldn't have the guts if it happened in the middle of a lecture, cause like even if it like fell out of my backpack and it went toon 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 and it fell down there, I'd be like, even though like
Yeah.
I know nothing would happen, like the professor would probably just look at me and be like, and then would just go back to teaching. It wouldn't matter, and then maybe there'd be some laughs, but for me, it's just like just having like somebody like be like, oh, like even just if someone
Yeah.
did like a little voice thing, I'd be like, no,
Yeah. Yeah, dude, but that's the institution, like there's probably things in high school that you might say like, "Oh, that's so high school," And like I think that institution, undergraduate programs, especially ones funded by the state, it is like high school continued. There's this posturing and there's this bureaucracy and stuff. And socially, you have to accommodate for all the rules and systems and hoops that you have to jump through. And so the social framework is so odd that like you can't just like make a mistake like dropping your ball down there without feeling a lot of embarrassment. And that's like a result of like social engineering and like creating circumstances where people are like having to be uncomfortable to get uh, educational, basically proving that they've learned something. They through that system of like they have to be there if they want to have success in the future, and then it just creates this weird kind of matrix like experience where like you have to be like you're this guy and you have this interest and this is the topics that you can discuss here and all that kind of stuff. So I've tried to find educational institutions where I can play with the ball and I don't have to be brave. Although I think now if I were in one of those situations, it would be like I'd be playing with the framework instead of like being a being a result of it.
I see what you mean. I mean, in all honesty, nothing bad would happen if you did do that. Like maybe in high school, like rather they just send you to the principal's office. But in a university, nothing bad is gonna happen. Like everyone's an adult there. It is just that strange little like yeah, like what you were saying, like the kind of social framing of it, where like
Yeah,
you're
well, the
supposed to
embarrassment.
think like, oh yeah, the embarrassment, yeah,
Yeah, so it's no longer an official punishment for acting outside of the guidelines, but there is a social price that you'll pay, and that the reason they can charge so much for that, dropping a ball down there during class, is because we need them right now to prove that we sat in this chair for this amount of time. So like cuz like there's a lot of people that are really good at stuff and they just can't prove it to other people. So they have to sit in the chair and all of a sudden like, oh, the chair has it's this social context.
Sometimes I wish I was like brave enough to like just like have the ball and just like I not like during a lecture like you said that would be like that would be just disrespectful, but you know even just like on campus like again for some reason I feel like even on campus like walking around because I've never seen anyone do it, being the first one to just be like tossing a ball around, well especially at random people too, if I didn't know him personally and I was just like, hey, and just like just like chucked a ball at some person.
I have done that a couple times. Like a group of high schoolers will be walking by, and I'll like bounce the ball near them. They don't throw it back.
Oh no, do
But
they take it?
no, they just ignore it. They like completely ignore that I did it. All the other times, I'm kicking it to people in my class that I've known for a while.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense because I was gonna say I don't know how big like your school is, but I was even thinking like in terms of at a university. I don't know if I'd be chucking it to because like especially if it just like hit somebody and they didn't see it and I didn't know them, and then they turn around and they're like, "What?" I'd be
And then
like,
you
"Oh."
say sorry because yeah, sorry works pretty good actually. Did you know that?
I imagine it would, but then like, imagine if I got known as like the guy who chucks balls at people, the ball chucker, around. Like at
Bro,
least
but
with
it's
you, it's like friends. Like people know who you are. It's like that's. But then if people don't know who, and it's like, who is that guy? I don't know. I don't even know his name. He's just the ball chucker, and I'm like, oh, I don't know.
yeah, but you don't. It's not like you're gonna be engaging with those people anyway. You know.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just the ball chucker. I mean, plus it's not like there is like there's the illusion that there's like some sort of cohesion socially like at universities or just in groups of people, you think that they have the same ideas, you think that they all have a single vision of how the world functions, of how society functions, but it's
I
really a
definitely
bunch of
haven't
just
seen that. I haven't seen it at all.
you haven't seen what.
I haven't seen the cohesion.
Well, so built within your idea of these people is basically like, what if you became known as the ball chucker guy? And like, unless you were wearing a shirt saying ball chucker and you had like, um, flyers you were passing out and you were actively just throwing balls at people, like, there's not gonna be enough. There's not enough cohesion to actually um, get you solidified as the ball chucker.
Yeah, that's very true. I think I was thinking like in my scenario, it happened so much to so many different people that everybody just knew. Like I had multiple like balls around and I was like I was just chucking running around the campus and people were like someone has to stop this man. Like and there's like
Yeah.
you have like sirens, it's making like noise. Like get like the police they coined the name or something that we come out of the building. We know you're in there, ball chucker. And everyone's like, oh, what? The ball chucker? And then all these different groups are like, I'm talking about a scene. I'm talking about a scene. And then like I go through the phases of like identifying as the ball chucker. And I have like a costume. I design a costume and it escalates. I think that's what I was thinking in my head. I was thinking this goes way farther than just like a
Yeah.
few incidents, you know?
Yeah, well, I guess that's the fear is that once you do one thing that's not by the guidelines, that you'll continue to go more and more and lean into that more. And yeah, that's the truth is that you will get more and more bold if you choose to do that.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. I haven't seen any decisions that I would make that would make the police surround me.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, it's probably best to like have a limitation and say it's probably only I think once you like start doing actual damage. Like in my example, I was thinking I'd escalate, like I there would be like a line and I'd keep going. Cause once I hit like 5 people, then it would be like I'd start hitting windows. I'd start like doing harder throws, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm designing the costume for it.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah. Well, I think the problem for me is that I don't actually know what I'm not supposed to do or what I am supposed to do. I'm not like completely aware of that. Like I know there's like these veils in my understanding of the world that's basically like don't don't do this because there might be some like repercussions socially or emotionally, right? Like I have those around, but I don't know which ones are just like false, like you know, you're blind to it. You're like totally unaware. So like yeah, I mean, you just have to try, especially like if they're like socially mediated kind of things and they're not like violent or like destroying property anything. Like there's nothing you can really do besides try and see what the kind of feedback is because like it's not like I know in my head if I kick this ball to this person that's gonna it like in an objective way that it's gonna turn out bad. It's just like I'm just running this experiment. Previously my veil was like you don't kick the ball to people unless they ask you to, right? That's just like what it was. Like that's just the rule and I would live by that and I wouldn't even question it. I just thought that was an objective fact. But when it comes down to it, I was wrong and I can kick it to all sorts of people. And if I kick it to some people and they don't want to, they have this magical ability to just not kick it back to me. Just let it go by. Like so like there's all sorts of things like that where it's like I mean the biggest risk is I kick a ball to somebody and they don't like it.
you know, and there might be some of those people who are waiting to have somebody kick the ball to them too. If you think about it, there might be like some people who like that. They might have enjoyed it, you know.
Yeah.
They might have been
Oh,
like
yeah.
like they because they're not gonna tell you to. You know, no one's gonna be like. I mean, maybe if you know them, then maybe they'll say like, "Pass it over here," you know, from like somewhere else. But if they don't know you, they'll never ask because they have the same impression. If you see somebody playing with the ball and you don't know them, you're not supposed to be like, "Hey, pass it to me for a try," or maybe I guess you could at a park,
Right.
but not very
Yeah,
often.
it's rare.
Yeah.
It's rare. Yeah. So, yeah, dude. Yeah, it's there it's just so basically what your brain is. And I love when you do this. So like when I'm about to go on a spiel, I don't know what it is in the tone of the voice or like um I don't know, but there's it's always perfectly timed when you reach for the drink when I'm like gonna be going into like a little spiel. Did you know that about yourself?
I I think I might subconsciously say like this is a time where I can take a drink because I'm not gonna have to respond yet, so I can like yeah see exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like how you just took the drink there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it happened several times per episode.
that's
But yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, do you know what I was talking about? What were we saying? I was saying something about uh social constructs. You're not if someone asks for the ball, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, we were talking about cause I responded to you. I said that um someone isn't always gonna ask for the ball. They might have wanted it, and then you were going on to talk about the social constructs. I think behind that I think you only just started too
I know.
when I took
I
the
know.
when I took the drink.
I know. I've been thinking about it for weeks. I just wanted to yeah, I guess you do sort of know when someone starts a sentence if you're gonna have to answer or say anything. Something about the ball, kicking the ball, understanding people. Okay, yes, got it. So here's the thing. Your brain is basically like a record of the past. So basically what happens is when you're born, it's like this super recording machine. So you get born and for this first 7 years of your life, it's basically like this video recording machine, and it like sucks in the information from your life, and then it develops a model of what's occurring here so that you can be a successful member of the society and wherever you're born. And it's very malleable because there's a lot of different social contexts you might be born in. So it's basically like a blank slate with some genetic materials, right? But like basically you can adopt a language, a way of behaving. You can be varied in your expression as a human as you grow up because of its incredible ability of sucking in information at the very beginning of life. So you kind of have a framework of how the world works. But the thing about frameworks are, especially mentally, is that frameworks are only a crude representation of what it might actually be occurring. So it's a very simplified version of existence so that you can have continuity, because there's a lot of very odd stuff that happens in the world. Like we're making constant discoveries about quantum physics, and there's a lot of interest that you could have, and to boil it down into like a simple way that you can think about things in a linear fashion, like it's got to be simplified. And one of the things that I've realized recently is when you're thinking using your framework, it's required because you have to have the simplicity to think like, what am I going to do in the future? What sort of things do I like to do? Like it makes sense, but just recognizing that there there is some truth to the framework, but that it's like the framework is definitely frayed at the edges. Like there are certain like restrictions and opportunities for expanding the framework um, through personal inquiry, asking yourself questions, having different relationships with people, talking with mentors, having a therapeutic relationship. There's coaching. Um, just recognizing that the framework that you get is a crude representation of actual events, and just questioning what's up with my framework. Oh, there seems to be something here where I don't want to kick the ball to people. Is that a legitimate concern? Is this just a false veil? Is there nothing behind this, or is there really something I need to be careful of? Because it's important to have a framework that sets you up for success in the future. And success in the future definitely is social acceptance, um, having other people that you can rely on, and like being accepted is a social need of ours. So like, am I really setting myself up for success with my social needs by holding back on certain activities and expressions, or is this just some bullshit that I video recorded something, right? Because you're just watching the adults in your life, other people that are older than you. The first 7 years is where you get a lot of this stuff. Like, could you just have had a bad vantage point on how things work, to where like you need to rewrite the framework in just this specific area because your initial input was kind of um, much less than accurate, or a good representation that you can use in the future.
I think I'm trying to work on that sometimes. I like there'll be moments even where I notice that I don't know if this is relatable to anybody, but I'll be like ever like I don't know, walking down the street and you see somebody and they're like, it seems like they're like staring at you, and you like come up with like this thing where it's like, that person must like, what do they think? Like I'm like a weirdo or something? Like I'm just walking here. And then like you think about it later and you're like, wait a minute, no, it probably was just in my imagination. Or like you have like, I don't know, there's weird moments sometimes where like I'll notice like I'll be walking and like me and someone else will like make eye contact while we're walking, and like it feels like awkward for some reason. It's like why was that so weird? Like, you know what I mean? Like I almost want to like turn around and be like, hey, what? Why'd you have to make that so weird or something? But then it's like, well, maybe who knows if it was actually weird to that person? Maybe it was only weird to me, you know, through my own framing. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was like a good rant about like belief systems and acquiring frameworks. I think that in this instance, when you walk by somebody and it's awkward, and your impression is that it was awkward for both of you, that it can be useful to ask the question to yourself, like, you're never going to know what really happened in the other person, but you can ask yourself, like, was that me? Was that both of us? Did I cause it to be awkward? Did they cause it to be awkward? um
I'd
but
never
just
turn
what
around. Can you imagine? I don't I like I'll ask myself the question. I've started doing that, but I would never like turn around and like point the finger and be like, why are you staring like that?
Yeah.
Or something like that. That would be insane. You know, like that's I think like the barrier line. But
Yeah, I think just like you got to trust your impression that like it was awkward. Like if your impression is it was awkward for both of you, don't question that anymore, and just recognize that awkward from the you two is just like the tip of the iceberg. You know how there's most of it is below the surface for the icebergs. It is awkward and you don't know exactly why, and then it's possible to learn more about it as long as you don't question if it was awkward or not.
yeah,
Right, because the framework is a crude representation, just like the tip of the iceberg is a crude representation of the entire size of the iceberg, right? So like it was awkward for the two, and then maybe if you sunk down lower into the iceberg, you might think, oh, I found out that there's this thing called projection, where basically I put my thoughts and my feelings externally, and I'm really thinking about me, but I'm thinking that it's this other person that's doing this to me, right? So at first, it was both of you were awkward, and that's still true until you learn that perhaps it was just projection, and then it was actually just you. But those things can still exist on the same iceberg. Um,
that's what
but
I
yeah, dude,
wonder sometimes.
shit gets awkward all the time.
It does sometimes. It's just so weird. Like I've noticed that like do you ever notice how there's like I don't know why I pay attention to this stuff. I don't know if this is like abnormal. I don't know if anyone watches this in the future, if this is like at all relatable. But sometimes when I'm walking by people, like I notice like there's you know how there's different types of people who walk by you. There's the type who will
Hmm.
sometimes like you'll meet eye contact, everything's like fine or something, or you'll like they'll do like a smile and you'll smile back, right? And it's like a friendly, that's like it's a cordial interaction. That kind of like makes you go like, oh, a fellow nice person going for a walk or something. I've been taking a lot of walks this summer, especially with online classes. I got to get outside, so I just been taking routine walks to break up the coursework, right? You walk by all sorts of different people. You have the people who don't look. They don't even want to make eye contact. They're like, they're like this. And sometimes I do that too. Like, I'll see someone who has the locked eyes forward, and I won't even look at them. I'll just like be like, I'll just walk past. And then sometimes there's
Hmm.
like the eyes meet, right? And sometimes you feel like there's like the person who has like the glasses who's like not walking, but maybe they're sitting, and you think they're going like watching for like too long. It's like that's a little bit of too long of a watch, but they're not actually doing that. I don't know. I notice these things, okay? I don't know if that sounds
Yeah,
crazy, but I notice them. I notice
yeah.
the passerby interactions.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. I mean, I'm sure some people are totally oblivious to that, but yeah, that's totally normal. Yeah, I feel all sorts of different ways about the passerbyers. I think here in Oakland, it's kind of interesting. Like, there's so much diversity here that um, like there's other cultures. Like I walk by like some pretty gangster dudes on the street, and like those interactions are different than when I see like an old Asian woman walking by, or like somebody who is struggling with fentanyl addiction and they're in a wheelchair. Like there's so many there dude, when you live in a city, there's so many varied walker by interactions. You listed five, but like um yeah, like walking by a white guy that's like 200 pounds wearing a suit might have similar qualities to a black guy who is wearing like matching hat and like he's got a chain and like maybe some like pants that are like it's pretty common to have there's a belt, but their pants they're sagging pants, but like anyway, like yeah, just the cultural aspect and like the fact that I don't always know, like that's when I have the most questions is like were they do they there's all like I don't even know how to begin to like have a conversation about it because it's like okay, it seems awkward. Is there just do is there just racial tension in this country? Do I have some like limiting beliefs about black people? Do I have do they just hate white people? Like is it possible for me to do anything differently to make it not awkward? Like, dude.
Yeah. I've tried like this is what I've tried doing recently. I don't know why I've tried doing this, but I've tried to like smile more. But the problem is that I don't I also think it goes too far because I feel like there is some like nominal like reasoning of like everyone when they're walking by I I would hate to see this if I was walking by. If I'm like putting myself in someone else's shoes and I'm just a walker by, I'm just walking by, and I saw someone go, like, I mean, I like the wrong smile. I'd be like, get out of here. I'd be like, that's ridiculous. So, I don't know, like it's almost like a reciprocating action. It's weird. I've noticed that like I'll be walking by, someone might smile at me. They'll give like a and I'll do like a smile back, and sometimes I feel like it's like a good interaction. I'm that was good, that was all right. And sometimes I feel like that it feels like that like it didn't mesh right. You know what I mean? There was something. It depends. But I've been trying to maybe be like just like, but not like that. That looks fake. That looks like a fake smile. It's not like that. It's more natural.
Yeah, I think ultimately it comes down to like if you're going to be having a good experience doing it. Like if you want to be that guy that's doing like the smile and the happy thing and like to everybody, like there was this Mormon guy that I saw. He was up in Washington. He was on a road. It was like cars were driving by like 25 miles an hour, and he was on the sidewalk and he was waving to every single car that went by, you know? But speaking of frameworks, like that's cool because like imagine the experience that guy is having. Like he wants to spread joy and appreciation to every single person that's going by him, even like when they're going fast, they might not even see him, right? So like if people are thinking, oh, that guy, he's doing that, but you're having fun, then like what's the deal?
It might even make somebody laugh. Like I feel like if I saw like someone like that seems like nice if he's just like, right? But I'm imagining, I don't know why, but someone's just like just like,
yeah, but if you
big,
like that,
horror
look, it's making
movie
you
smile.
if it's making you laugh, then it could be fun to be that guy.
Yeah, true. It could be. I'm just imagining though somebody who doesn't break eye contact somehow, like you're driving by and they lock eyes with you. They're smiling and they like him follow you, and you're like, oh, oh, and then you like,
Dude, I mean,
you,
so
like,
that's
crash
so
over.
this is
It's like, oh.
this is what stand-up comedians do. So they understand like what you're talking about. Like they are playing with these ideas of what's socially acceptable, right? So some of the performers they adopt a, an alter ego, you might call it. They adopt the personality of a guy like this that's super weird and he smiles big, right? And he locks in eye contact. And some people tell people that they're doing a character, and then some people do the character and that's their entire public persona, right? So it's like this character piece. It's what Andy Kaufman did, but a lot of comedians do it actually. It's like a character piece where they're playing a character called themselves, and so when they go up on stage, people think that that's just a guy going up on stage doing that, but what they're really doing is they're playing a character that will test or will have a specific effect on the audience based on like the general social the context. So basically they're playing a character which somebody else thinks is real, and then people think that's funny because there's like this clashing between what's socially acceptable, what this guy who they think really is just a normal guy, but really the guy is playing a character. I think you'd be good at that.
Maybe I could give it a try one day. I I like I feel like even a lot of what am I thinking? Like sometimes like YouTubers I'll see they'll do stuff like that as well. Kind of like a absurdist kind of caricature of somebody, you know?
Yeah.
I've experimented a little bit. I've started making some more YouTube videos recently. I've tried to be a little bit more productive. I've been
Oh, nice.
I've been trying to experiment a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely like yeah, your Professor Steel stuff. I think the ultimate art form is writing the line between absurdist, like clearly like people who see maybe that kind of stuff or see like Andy Kaufman's further over here where it's like, oh, is he really like this or is he just putting on a show? I think it's more fun to trend just slightly towards I um am believable, you know? Because then like for the at least that's the comedy that I like. It's basically like, oh, it's this could really be a guy, you know? That's like it's not like yeah, this could really be a guy.
I know what you mean. Yeah, if you like imagine that person existing in a real life setting, yeah,
Yeah. And it's believable that he this person actually exists outside of a show. He's not a clown, he's not a stage performer. He's a real person that literally he he like can't stop smiling and he has really it's like he has just this rule in his head where he has to make eye contact for 20 seconds every time he looks at somebody, right? Like
yeah.
imagine seeing that guy in real life and then the stand-up comedy stage allows you to have real life interactions as a character and not have to play that character all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. I mean, I want to try stand up.
I've thought about it before in the past as well. I've helped I helped a friend of mine write a stand up kind of bit one time a long time ago,
Mhm.
and it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't so basically I think I like characters and I like energy. I mean good joke writing is cool too. But like You know, like I was watching some of the old episodes, and there was the one of the first animated ones where basically it was Santa. Hey guys, it's me.
Yeah.
Like that character, I think would just that would be a good, you know, character to be to add those kind of voices into the bit to make it more like elaborate and theatrical. I think of what I really like about stand up is having it pop.
Yeah. I think that show, the Not Your Cousins podcast as a whole, would have been a great live set, you know, like even a live podcast.
Yeah.
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 I still like I think we even watched in one of these episodes, we watched some of the old clips, and I still think they're funny.
Yeah.
So like till
No,
this
no,
day, even I'll go back and watch some of them, and they still make me laugh.
yeah, dude, it is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still
Yeah, I
get
don't know.
views on that, by the way, too. It's crazy. I think the YouTube algorithm has started showing it to more people now than it did before. Because I checked I've checked the analytics for the Clips channel, and we get like about maybe 100 views in the past like every like 28 days or something. That's been kind of like, it looks like the average. I'll check every now and then, and it sits around there at the 28 days, the past 28
Crazy.
days. Yeah. It's super weird because before it was like it was really struggling, and for some reason I think probably maybe like I actually don't know when it started picking up steam, but for some reason maybe we just had so many videos out there. We had like 90, I think we had like 98 or something clips in total.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. So I think they just picked up steam or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll have to do an in-person podcast and put it up on that channel.
Yeah. Start it back up again. That sounded like for a second My House by Florida.
Oh yeah, Florida. He had some good songs.
That's right, it's Florida. Doesn't it? Didn't he just like he was saying just Florida? Do you think he was saying Florida and then he was like, "Oh,
No.
Florida"?
No.
I don't know. I don't believe it.
He wasn't.
I think he must
Okay,
misspoke.
I want to do another screen share.
Okay, if you're gonna play that song, then we have to be careful because I think they will take this down. That's what happened with the Shrek song. They did.
No, they won't take this song down.
Okay. We're sharing.
Did you see this?
There, that's better. No, I don't think I didn't. You guys, you have a second one?
Yeah, it just came out on Sunday.
Oh, nice. At first, I thought it was Spicy Wings, and I was like, no, I did see that, but oh, this is a new one. Did you guys make this in Canada?
Yeah, we did some in Canada and some a little bit before.
Nice. Oh wait, I don't think I can. I can't see it. Oh, there we go.
Sorry, I'm gonna just do this for a second. I want to see if I can pop out. I just like to see you also.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can make that happen. Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, I think so. Like, you're pretty small. Let me see if I can do it over here. I can't see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, ready?
All right, ready. I like the oh the like how it has the creepy undertones to it on the second one where it's like the dogs are responding. I also like that the apology video, it's like it's 2 years. Was the original 2 years ago?
It was 3 years ago.
3 years ago. I like that the apology is 3 years ago. It's like comes later.
Yeah, and the dog's pregnant.
And the dog's pregnant. Oh man. I remember that first video too, that you guys posted of the spicy wings, the first one. That one like blew up. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's how we got all of our fans, dude. That one, let me see. That one's got 70,000 views.
Yeah.
Yeah, the song has 225,000 streams on Spotify.
Dang. I remember Max
then-
said too. He was like, you can like watch streams, and sometimes you can donate songs and stuff. And he
Yeah.
donated it once to this one guy, and the people really liked it. Like the people who were watching the stream.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then other people started to donate the song to the stream because they liked it so much. Yeah. Yeah, it was called Simple Flips.
Wait, I thought it was Spicy Wings.
No, the stream, the guy's name is Simple Flips.
Oh.
The streamer, yeah. He does like a lot of Mario kind of. He basically plays Super Mario, and then people watch him play. He plays like a lot of modded games and stuff.
Okay. I've definitely seen those kinds of streamers before, especially on Twitch. Not that again. I'll check it when it's 0.
Hey, you
Still
guys.
0 views.
It's me, Elon Musk, and I'm not made of Snickers bars. I'm not sure why people are saying that I'm made of Snickers bars. I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy who is on the newly hidden Tricycle album. It's called Dick Cheney War Criminal 2007. If you listen to this album on Friday, Groundhog's Day, with Fucks and Tony Phil, send us an email and we will send you a mystery item from our new collection. Don't forget, I'm not filled with Snickers bars. Okay. Hey.
That was pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, that was. I remember. You sent that one to me.
Uh-huh.
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh my god. Did you ever see the Gorilla Town video?
I did see that one. Yeah.
What about the unlimited diarrhea one?
I saw that one too. I think you showed it on the show too.
Really?
The unlimited diarrhea. Yeah. With Russell
Have you
Wilson.
have you seen the Laws of Nature one?
I don't know if I've seen that one actually. No.
Let's see. This is our first music video.
Oh, is this the like one in the forest where you go and you
No, it's not. That was
No.
Color.
Color? Okay, yeah.
Now, right now, I got it right. I got it right. And I know I've got a life of my own. I'll make this island my home. I have lived 1,000 lifetimes. All of them, and it's never the same. Sailing the ocean to find my
have not seen that one actually. That was the first time watch. I liked it. That was the first one you
Yeah.
guys ever made?
Yeah, I think so.
Dang.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, that was the first one, and then we made the one in the woods. And then, oh, you were in this one. Do you remember that Ghost?
I do remember that. I remember filming that too. In the old studio.
In the studio with Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, yeah. What's up?
Who is this?
I actually I don't know. I
That was so
remember
weird.
watching this though.
Oh, it must have been an ad or something.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I think that was an ad.
See that shit in my beard?
Oh, you did? Yeah, you did it. Oh, is it because you...
Not for the video.
Oh man. Yeah, dude, that was a good song.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we got to get you recording more vocals. I was thinking about making you some beats for you to sing over.
All right, yeah. Now that I'm out of school too, I'm excited to start putting more time into creative endeavors, you know?
Yeah.
I want to start putting more time into music and even YouTube too. I've already started towards the end gearing up and trying to work on more creative projects.
Yeah.
So-
Cool.
Some of these videos are kind of insane. They're a little bit crazy.
Can we watch some of these?
If you want to, go ahead. Like the bar is very low though for the content. Very very low bar.
This one's got 152 views. This is the guy.
That is the guy. Same guy. And what the hell? I don't know if you guys are making ad revenue. I'm not making anything off of my YouTube channel, and they're running ads on there.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Oh, hey there, guys, and welcome back to my humble suitcase store. Come inside, have a look around. Wow! Let me show you some of the new models we have in-house. First up, we've got the Hello TSA Agent suitcase. This one will get you right in and out of the airport real quick. The TSA agents will personally escort you to the front of the line of the interrogation room. Anyways, this next one is the I Love Airport suitcase. This is great for just letting everybody know how much you love the airports and how you never want anything bad to happen to any of your fun traveling companions. Especially not that one guy who always takes off his shoes once everyone's boarded the plane. Anyways, this next one is the sus suitcase. Now, I don't really see anything sus about this suitcase. I don't know why it exclusively comes in army green. And the bomb emoji, that's for the kids. Oh my god. This is the Osama bin Laden suitcase. I really don't know what the designers were thinking on this one. You can take it to Washington, D.C., New York, on a fun summer trip. Yeah, let's just move on to the next one. Oh my god, and that is a picture of the Twin Towers on the suitcase. Okay. You know what? I think it's really best that I be going now. It's been great hanging out with you all. But, sometimes things just have to come to an end early. I will see you guys, in the next video. Bye!
Yeah, that's hilarious, dude.
Thanks. I've been trying to put more stuff out there. I've just started making whatever comes to mind. Like if I try to not filter as much, so I just make random things. If I think of something weird or a kooky idea, I just throw it out there.
Yeah, I kind of want to make a clip,
Oh, hey there, guys!
like a YouTube short of just the bomb one and then the Osama bin Laden one.
Yeah, this was gonna be a short originally, but it was too long for it. So I ended up just turning it into a video. But yeah, that would be good. Especially, I've noticed that shorts get a lot more views than videos.
Yeah, they definitely do.
And, the bomb emoji. Sus. Next one is the sus. Next one. The next one. Next one is the sus.
Oh, okay. So this is called best salesman suitcase. Oh, I guess this doesn't post it on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, I know that they have like. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I did that. That was good. I mean, 152 days and views in a couple days is pretty good.
Yeah, that
I
one
did.
is like one of the best performing ones, especially recently too. I haven't put out that much stuff though either. I mostly have been pumping out shorts because those have been doing somewhat better. This one's ridiculous. This one's just...
Hey guys, so I'll be including a link in the description below, just in case you need the video for any sort of just normal reasons, possibly at night. Nothing weird about that. There's nothing weird about that. Just in case you need it, it'll be there. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
I don't fully understand that, but
I don't know. So I just had the weirdest idea where I thought, imagine if somebody was watching something like weird that someone might be like into, and then a guy just comes through the screen and surprises them. I don't even know, like, I don't know if that came across to anybody, but that was the idea. And then I don't know why I just got under the table and I decided I'd film that little last part as if, I don't even know what the thought process was. I was like, wouldn't it be weird? Wouldn't that be a strange thing? For some reason, I don't think I can actually see the, I can't fully see what's on your screen either.
It's a
I see
Pringle
that.
okay.
type, I guess, parody thingy-mabobber.
Those aren't Pringles.
Well,
Those are not. Those aren't
they're potatoes, so I'm not expecting it. I'll
They're
say
not.
this, I'll be surprised if it's bad, because it's still a potato chip at the end of the day.
These aren't Pringles.
They're not. I didn't say they
What
were.
is this? The Good Crisp Company. The Good Crisp Company
If it's not crispy, I'll be pissed.
and a crisp. Are they British?
Then they'll be a bad crisp. Okay, then maybe they are British, yeah. Maybe then it'll be good.
It's called a chip. Get it right. Crisps.
Hey, have some respect. Long live the king. And may the queen rest in peace.
Don't be a simp.
Yeah, there's some good moments in that one.
Yeah. It's a mixed bag, I'm telling you. It's a mixed bag of stuff in there.
Dude, the camera noise on some of these is just crazy.
Oh, you mean that you mean the
The
egg one?
crinkling? No, just the crinkling, like from the YouTube analytics one, and like this
I don't know
one,
where
like,
the crinkling is coming from. Like I
Really?
can't see anything yet. It's not supposed to be in that video either. It's just playing the audio of it.
yeah, for some reason I can't watch that one.
That's weird.
Like the
That's crazy. It is the same. I can't even see anything either.
there we go.
Dude, I see what you're doing there with your hands. Get them out of your pants. This is your daily reminder to go outside and touch grass. Hey guys, so I'll be including a link in the description below, just in case you need the video for any sort of just normal reasons, possibly at night. Nothing weird about that. There's nothing weird about that. Just in case you need it, it'll be there. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Wait, that was the same audio as this one?
No. I think it played the wrong way. I think like for some reason that audio is playing on different shorts.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I don't know why it's
So-
doing that.
Oh, that one just doesn't work. Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because it was just a picture of the analytics the whole time. Yeah, it's so interesting. It's doing it.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It's weird.
So come to McDonald's and treat yourself to the Grandma McFlurry.
What? What is this? What is this, dude? The Grandma McFlurry? What, we're just throwing Grandma in a blender and serving it up to the public now? What's the flavor profile? All you've shown me are a bunch of photos of some people's grandmas. And look at this topping distribution. There's nothing underneath there. I mean, what's the white stuff, dude? Oh, what is that? Grandma's dried skin flakes? This is a disgrace to all grandmas on planet Earth. 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Like
6 out of 10.
just shitting on it the whole time, and then still giving it above a 50%.
I'd probably still try it. I won't lie. Like, I thought it was kind of ridiculous that they didn't tell you what was in it in the commercial. Like, they just lowered their standards to such a degree. But I'll be honest. If someone offered me a bite, I might try it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, ice cream's ice cream.
Hey, you. Who? Me? Yeah, you. You gotta get me out of here. This place could come down at any minute. Yeah, I got you, bro. Oh. Oh, shit. You're not thinking what I think you're thinking. I'm sorry. What do you mean you're sorry? Where are you going? Are you out of your mind? I'm a human being. A goddamn human being. You idiot.
That last bit is just a reference
Me?
to a meme. Do you
Dude,
know
I
those
mean-
commercials in Star Wars? They aired in South America, and basically when whenever like Obi-Wan Kenobi opens up the chest to give like Luke the lightsaber, and it's like, this is from your father. He wanted you to have it for a long time. That was the cut to the commercial inside, and so it just shows him opening up and the beer comes out.
Dude, the throat singing sounds that came in when it zoomed in on the box was so good.
I had to search for a while to find those. I was trying to find the perfect just building Mongolian vocals.
Yeah, dude, they're missing out on this one. They gotta.
Yeah, that one did the worst. I don't know why.
So come to McDonald's.
And that
and
one
treat
just for
yourself
some
to
reason
grandma-
did a lot better.
Yeah.
I can't actually see like you clicking on those either, I don't think, for some reason.
You can see them though, right?
No.
You can't even see the video happening?
Yeah, I can't.
Wait for this whole time?
For like it goes in and out for like a good chunk of that last part. Yeah, like the last video, I couldn't see it.
Oh, crazy. Huh.
Hey, you. Who?
I can't see it
You can't-
either.
Is it just frozen?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, I see what you see. Yeah. Huh.
It's a Pringle type, I guess.
Hey,
I
you.
don't know
Okay.
why.
Well, I mean, we've gone through most of them. But yeah, dude, I like them.
Thanks. I'm trying to make more and more stuff, just random things.
Yeah, I like it.
Thanks.
All right, I need to end the podcast.
All right. All right.
But first, I want to say that some people in college, you know, earlier you're like, everyone's technically an adult. Some people are like, they're college students, you know, 8, 19, 20. I need to change my diaper, but I don't know how. Daddy. That's just, you know, some of them.
I've never seen these people, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised.
The diaper is a metaphor.
I could see it. You know, there's some like there's wild things sometimes. Like some people put soap in the fountain one time, and it was just foam everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Actually, and that was fun. I'm just thinking about it. Maybe that's me. Because I thought that was pretty funny. I was just like, oh, it takes a long time to get rid of the foam. Like they had to bring in people who went and got rid of all this foam. But then I'm thinking about it. I was kind of like, this is kind of fun. This seems kind of innocent, you know. And maybe
Yeah.
that's me who's saying, my diaper. That might be me.
No, it's dude, putting soap in a fountain is a standard gag for college students.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
All right, we'll end the
All right.
podcast here.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that there's like 2 buttons to press on this because I want to I always am trying to think of the perfect ending and like the perfect time to end it on, and then I have to click 2 buttons, and so there's like this long delay. I'm curious how do other streamers do this in OBS? Do you just press 2 buttons and that's just it? Do you, like, people just over time develop the perfect ending where they're like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I've never seen any of them go. And then it ends. It's like, you know?
And they might have like a special button to do it, like a quick key stroke.
Ooh, maybe. I should look into that. A short key.
Yeah, where it can do both at the same time or something.
All right, I'll gear it up. Oh wait, no, it stopped. Wait, no, it's recording. Never mind. Wait, okay, I will see you guys in the next video.